Scrambling Hour with Lisa, Season 5, Episode 5. I got my squirrel mug. I like how they say squirrel. Here in the UK, they say squirrel, 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 squirrel. We say squirrel, and they say squirrel, squirrel. I can't do it like them, but I had nice whipped cream on here, but it melted into my hot chocolate. I thought I'd have a hot drink because of the comfy, cozy, autumnal feeling. So I have pumpkins beside me because it is still autumn technically, and it is American Thanksgiving coming up on the 25th. So I thought, but also because around American Thanksgiving is when I make pumpkin pie with my leftover pumpkins from Halloween, and so it is that time of year. So I have all these pumpkins around me because they are going to become pumpkin pie, or they're going to become semi-cooked pumpkin and frozen for pumpkin pies later in the year. I just want the whipped cream, but it's in the middle and I can't get it. I got it that time. That is bright. Hi, Mommy. So I'm going to set down my hot chocolate. I do have a guest tonight, but they will be coming on halfway through. So I'm going to sit back. It is smoking hot in here too. So talk about comfy cozy. We haven't been home all day, but obviously the heat was still on and the door was, I don't even know if the door was closed for the living room, but it is smoking in here. I am cooking, but it is freezing outside. It's supposed to be 1 overnight tonight, which I know for my Canadian friends, you're like, oh, stop bragging. But I haven't got everything ready outside yet for frost day. So it was supposed to be Monday night overnight. It was supposed to be 0. I thought tomorrow I could, well, I was going to do stuff in the garden yesterday, but I ended up babysitting my little Danielle. And so I didn't get anything done in the garden this weekend. And then we were out today visiting Steve's sisters and mom and stepdad. And I didn't get anything done today, so I was going to get everything done in the garden tomorrow. But now it's supposed to be 1 overnight, so a little frost on things won't kill everything, but some things are not going to do well. So I better at least go close the greenhouse door when I'm done this. But it is chilly outside, but it's hot in here. So I'm going to be sweating like a monkey. I'll show you my shirt. It says Enchanted Rock. I've never wore this shirt before, but I'm not entirely sure that I'm going to get rid of it yet because it's kind of cute. So I wore it when we went out for lunch today, but we didn't really take, well, I mean, we took a few photos, but I don't know if I'm in any of them because I took a lot of the photos. So we'll see. And even if I'm in them, I don't know if my shirt is, so I might keep it and wear it another time. But it'll be on this live. So how is everyone this Sunday? Did you guys have a good week? What have you been up to? Last Sunday, I told you about the electricians. They were here for 3 days, that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday before my last live, and they got work done, and then they were here after my live on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and got more stuff done, and now they're done their 6 days. They've got all the, so most of the rooms upstairs, well, rooms that have gone from like 1 plug to about 6 plugs in them, which is great, 2 on 3 of the walls, and, but they're not live yet, so they've also installed downlights, like little spotlights, like downlighters, the circle lights underneath the balcony in the entranceway, and then on top of the balcony, like the landing up there, there's lights, and those are live and working. But I look forward to them coming back to get a lot of work done, but it might not be until after, in the new year, in January, so we'll see if they get anything done before then. But I'm just happy to have electricians and that the home renovations are moving forward. So the next thing me and Steve have to do, and I might have said this last Sunday, is we need to go, and we know how we want our kitchen, but we really need to go and actually order our kitchen and get stuff done so we know, so that the electricians, when they come back, can put the stuff, the plugs and stuff in the kitchen exactly where they need to go for things like the cooker and the dishwasher. I think I did tell you guys this last week anyways, or I've just been talking too much this week to whoever will listen. Yeah, so I haven't done my workout yet today because after we got up this morning and got ready and everything else, we left to drive halfway to meet Steve's sisters. They live out by London, so we drove a couple hours and they met us like halfway. And we meet in a place called Leamington Spa, and we went to a different place today for lunch than we've gone before. It was called Fizzy Moon, I think, yeah, Fizzy Moon. And well, a couple of us, most of us had good food, but a couple of us were not happy with our food. But I think overall it was a good place. It's just the steaks weren't good, and unfortunately it's very hard to find good steaks and people who know how to cook steaks properly. So that's unfortunate for people who eat steaks wherever they go. I just want to tip this a little more because I have like a lot of pumpkins here, and so then you can see all the pumpkins better. Oh, but then I need to sink down into the couch for me to be level with the... Now I look like I'm a little tiny little thing on the big couch. Look, I'm sinking, I'm melting. The pumpkins look huge compared to me. Wonder if I have enough pumpkins. So where is everyone? There was people who were requesting me sing a song, which isn't going to be good. I had this post the other day that said, dear best friend, I think it says, if you're feeling down, phone me and I'll sing you a song and then you can decide which is worse. So then my cousin Michelle said she expects a song on Sunday, which is today. And then my Aunt Diane said, I'll be tuning in on Sunday. So when I have more viewers, then I will sing a song. I might even wait for my guest to be on and we will sing a song because she knows that I need to sing a song. Yeah, what else happened this week? I know I should be reading, but I haven't finished my book yet. So that, and then I need to be gardening, but I've been doing a lot of stuff in the house. I put away all the autumn and Halloween decor up into the loft, and I haven't brought down the Christmas stuff yet because I want to get a few things, some things done down here before I bring everything down to decorate. But that is on the agenda, to bring down the Christmas decorations. I see a lot of people, both in Canada and some here, already have their Christmas decorations up. Now I know some people are giving me a hard time saying it's not even December. Bugger off. Like, really. Not only do I not give a shit, I already waited till after Remembrance Day, but when you go out all out with decorations and you do like so many decorations, don't think of it as it's decorated for Christmas already. It'll take me until just before Christmas to finish putting all the stuff up and out. So it's like maybe the light switch on won't be till December 1st, but I'm bringing this stuff down and I'm getting it done as soon as I can. And if it wasn't for the electricians and there's other stuff that I want to get finished, I would have had them down on November 12th to start decorating. Again, not saying it'll be finished even by December 1st, but bugger off. Don't tell me when I can decorate for Christmas. I could keep up my decorations all year round if I really love Christmas that much, but I don't because I like decorating for every season. But yeah, especially where on the prairies where they already have snow, it is so hard not to get into the Christmas season early. Plus, if you do Christmas like we do on the prairies, then you need to start like almost in August, because by the time you're done your shopping and your Christmas baking and wrapping all the presents and decorating and doing all the crafts with the kids and everything that you do, Christmas can last for way longer than just 25 days. So like I said, leave me alone. I'll put up my decorations when I want. And these pumpkins are the last of the autumn decor, and they are going into the kitchen to be made into pumpkin pies and the like. So, yeah, I don't know about these little guys, but I can try to keep these over winter. I have some squash that are in the garage that I grew not this year. I have the squash I grew this year as well, but I have squash that I grew last year that are still good in the garage. But the thing is that these pumpkins are so cheap anyways when I get them in the autumn, that if I knew that they would dry out and make nice decorations, then maybe I would do it, but I can't guarantee. They're not like gourds. They don't have as hard and firm of a shell, so I don't know if they would. So I'll just make them into pumpkin pie. Yes, so how is everybody? What have you been up to? Let's see. So yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the electricians were here, and then Thursday, because the electricians weren't here, what did I do? I cleaned. So I cleaned up different, like they were pretty tidy and cleaned up after themselves, but some of the drill holes and stuff, there's just different things, and it felt like there was no point in cleaning up while they were here, because I didn't know where they'd be working and everything. So Thursday I cleaned. And Friday, I cleaned more. And then Saturday, as I said, I had Danielle, and that was really fun. So my little sister Tina in Canada has a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. But her 3-year-old Felicity is the same age as Danielle, which is my friend Samantha's daughter. So it's like having my niece here. And Danielle even said that Felicity is her cousin. And finally, like we did it when they were younger, but finally me and Tina got the kids talking on video chat again. So we spent 43 minutes, me and my sister Tina and the 2 kids, playing through our phones on video chat. And we played dolls, like and Tina and Felicity had the dollhouse, and we were talking about the characters and everything. And then Felicity had a blanket already in the living room, and she was pretending it was her tent, her camping tent. So then we had blankets here, and we had to go under the blanket, and because it was raining. And we did an interactive. Oh, sorry, my nephew Declan is 7 years old now. He was 6. He turned 7 in, I believe, July. His birthday. Is it July 21st, I think? So, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so we interactive playing with 2 3-year-olds and us through video chat across the ocean, and it was so much fun, and it was the best we could do to let them have a play date without getting them together in real life. Danielle kept saying she wanted to go there and she wanted to go play with Felicity, but I said, yep, one day, but it's hard to explain to a 3-year-old that far away is really far away. So, my mom, I'm just sorry, I was reading the comments, but it was what my mom had corrected me on, my nephew Declan being 7. So, but Felicity and Danielle are a few weeks apart. Their birthdays are both in March. So, well, I have started my Christmas shopping. Just wherever I go, if I see things that are good for Christmas, but definitely not finished my Christmas shopping. A lot more to go. But yeah, I guess Christmas is on the radar for this week for me to get decorations down from the loft and start doing that stuff. But then at the same time, like I said, the electricians won't be back till January, but they said they'll see if they can fit us in anywhere. So if they do have any openings, I don't want to make too big of a mess with decorations and get in their way. Steve's gone out with his mates for cards today, and as much as this looks better with the pumpkins and everything, my neck is getting sore from like leaning up like this, so I'm gonna have to like switch my camera. I don't know what the best thing to do here is. No? I don't think you guys just want to look down my shirt. I'm too old for that now, boys. I need to be able to read the comments too if I get any. So whatever, we'll just do it that way. You know I have lots of pumpkins here. I already showed you. Oh, my neck and back, and I've been in a car for hours in the day, and I'm just going to have some of my hot chocolate. It's so good, and I'm such a pig. I've been eating so crappy this week. And every time I take a sip of this, I end up with whipped cream somewhere on my face. I've been eating, like, my portion sizing has not been good this past week, and I've been eating a lot of carbs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and I haven't done my workout yet, and I'm tired. I can't say much. I slept in the car most of the way while Steve drove. But, yeah, so maybe I'm tired from sleeping, so I'm overslept. That is a thing. You can get tired if you sleep too much. This is so good, and I'm almost done, and I don't want to waste it. So much for sipping a hot drink on my live, but it's not hot anymore because of the whipped cream. And I wouldn't drink it if it got cold, so now it's time to just chill. I say that, but I know I have to do my workout. I'm not wearing my slippers today, and I'm not wearing my trainers. I'm wearing little heels. Looking all good. And actually, my socks have autumn leaves on too, and that wasn't even necessarily planned. But I don't know what else to talk about because I don't have any comments. I know I was doing the autumn thing, the pumpkins, making pumpkin pie. And I'm not cozying up with this blanket because I'm still smoking hot out here, and I'm not talking about the way I look, I'm talking about the temperature in here. But I don't think I'm going to take off my clothes either. That'd be weird. So, yeah, reading the book I'm reading is still Conscious Ink, which is about the meaning of tattoos and such. I have some books that I'm going to be reading after. I ordered another one. I have it in my bag. I brought it with me today just in case my plan was to read my book on the drive there and back, but I ended up sleeping, so I didn't look at magazines, I didn't read my book, nothing, so that didn't work out the way I thought it would. Hi, Melody. Now I got the burps, and I did drink pop before, but I shouldn't be burping from hot chocolate. Yeah, what else can I tell you about? So this week coming up, like I said, it is Christmas decorations. It's going to be Owen's birthday, my stepson. He's going to be 30 on the 25th. That's also American Thanksgiving. So we have Owen's birthday. He stopped by tonight to visit, so that was nice too. And I asked him what we were doing for his birthday, but he doesn't know. I think he's going out with his boyfriend Bobby for his actual birthday. We'll have to plan something to get together for dinner. Melody said she got a new tattoo, and did I see it? Yes, I did. Her and one of her best friends, Candace, got matching tattoos, and they are a campfire, and they're really bright and colorful. It looks great, like the orange and the yellow in the fire, and I think there's like a dark bluey and light blue in the sky with stars, and the wood underneath the fire, and like the colors are just so bright and great, and I just wish that I could get bright tattoos and they would stay bright like that. I was just going to show you my tattoo, but I can't remember. Okay, that one's, so because my tattoo color does it just fades. I only get black, like outline tattoos now, but like this one, and I need to get this fixed anyway. So me and my ex-husband got matching tattoos, and first of all, the oh my god, every time I go to press it to focus so that you can see, so it's not too bright. Okay, then I've never liked the writing in it. The New Life, I've never liked the writing, so I always wanted the writing fixed. And now that I'm not with my ex-husband, besides the New Life meaning like it could be that we had children together, I want to finish the sun and fill this in here so that it looks different than his. But the color in it, even the black, you can see how it's faded, and I don't seem to keep color at all very well. It just fades. And this one here, this was my very first tattoo when I was 18, and it's a black widow, and there was red dots on the back, and then I got it mushed, like it just mushed into, so the lines aren't straight and nice anymore. It's just mushy. And when I got it redone, when I got this one in 2007, I got this one redone because I had originally got this one in like 1997 or something like that. He re-outlined it so it would be dark again. He added the red into the back, and then he made two little red marks, like bite marks. And it just, again, the color doesn't stay, it just fades. So I have 4 tattoos altogether. And while we're talking about tattoos, and Melody, I know you added it to your Facebook, but you can add the picture of your tattoo to the bottom of, like in the comments on here, because then people who aren't on your Facebook can see it. Okay, I told you guys I wasn't taking off my clothes, but it looks like I am. So this is one of my favorite tattoos, and I can't turn and see it at the same time, so hopefully it's in focus. There we go. And I had wanted this owl, and then I wanted to do a whole tree on my back. But now that I'm older, not that I wouldn't get more tattoos, but I also know that tattoos, the money for tattoos could be spent better elsewhere. I mean, for big tattoos, like doing my whole back. And this one, if I can get it in focus, and you can see past all the hair on my legs, is the Celtic Tree of Life. And I got that one so the owl I got on my second retreat. I met Steve in 2012, in the spring of 2012, and on my first retreat, and I got the owl on my first retreat. Is that right? Yeah, I believe so. And then so I think this was my second retreat, so 2013 I got this when I was in Ontario for the Feathers retreat. And then when 2015 when me and Steve, no, in 2014 when me and Steve started dating. 2012, 2013. I didn't get any tattoo that year in Ontario. So just those 4. So hang on, let me scratch my eyeball. Okay, so yeah. So 2007, if I'm not mistaken, 1997, 2007, 2012, 2013. And I haven't got one since, but Steve only has one tattoo. He has like a band around here. It's like a Celtic knot band. And he wants more too, and he wanted me to design one of his tattoos, which I still haven't done. And then I bought him tattoos for his birthday and Christmas a few times, which means it's just money sitting there for him to get tattoos because he still hasn't got them. And then my stepson Thomas, who's 20, he gave me some photos that he wants me to design him a tattoo with, incorporating these 3 different photos together. One of them's writing, and then there's 2 photos, pictures that he wants me to combine. Thomas has an anchor right here. And this is the thing, Melody, I know you just got your, Melody has a rose on her back. Mel, do you just have the rose on your back and then now the campfire? Is it just the 2? So now that Melody's got hers, and while I'm reading the book, I'm looking at mine too, because I got all 4 of my tattoos, the colors, the placement, what they are, in the places that they are before I read a book like this. The book tells you what they mean, you know, the meaning of, you know, especially if you believe in like chakras and spiritual stuff and all that stuff, which I do believe in, then, you know, having your tattoo put on the right side versus the left side over your heart, or, you know, in different places in your body means different things. So it's interesting to look up in this book what they mean. So Melody, now that you got your tattoo, and I believe you got your tattoo, your new one is on your right ankle on the side here. And I believe that did Candace get it in the exact same place as well? And my shirt, I did already show it, but it says Enchanted Rock. Do you like this shirt, Melody? It's my first time wearing it. I love paisleys. That's one of my favorite things. And I think it goes back to, Melody had fuzzy felts when we were kids, and she had a bunch of like different just shapes and stuff, and she had a bunch of paisleys, and I've loved them ever since. So yes, Candace, one of her best friends, got it in the same place, and yes, she likes my shirt, and I gotta stop jumping around. I swear, I thought one of the kids would come in here and bug me, but I'm gonna need to open the door because it's like boiling in here. I was thinking of something, and now my brain has just. So, kids, that tattoos, matching tattoos. Well, Melody says she forgot the pain, but the fact that she got it where she got it on her ankle there is, I mean, that's like, there's quite a bit of bone there, so I'm going to guess that this one is the one that hurt the most, and is right on a rib, and that's why. So I think that where you got it placed, it would have hurt more than your one up here. This one didn't hurt at all, really. It was just that the way my arm was over the bench thing to hold it, my hand kept going numb and falling asleep. So it was annoying like that, but it didn't really hurt. This one didn't really hurt as much. Like I said, this one was the worst. And it was my first one. And I think I've told you guys this, but maybe a year ago when we talked about tattoos before. But the reason I got it where I got it here is because it's in a place that I can easily show. It's in a place that I can easily hide because you're not always showing right here. But I said, because I got it when I was 18, my first tattoo, and people always say you got to be careful because you might regret it when you're older. And I'm like, well, if I put it right here, then as I get older, my boobs will just sag over it and no one will see it anyway. So no regrets, right? I don't regret it. I just, like I said, it's unfortunate that the color from my tattoos just seems to bleed into my skin and not be very pronounced. Okay, so my guest is a few minutes early, but that is okay because it gives me something better to do than talk to myself. So I'd like you guys to welcome your friend and mine. Right away, she's gonna come on. You might even recognize her. Welcome to, I'm gonna turn off my Wi-Fi. Better. Yay, my friend and your friend, Samantha.
Hello, let me just turn you up.
Yeah, you're really dark too.
I know, and you're really quiet all of a sudden.
I
don't know why.
Told that.
I actually can't hear you. Right, let me come back and I'll get headphones.
Yeah, because I can hear talking in the background at your place.
Pardon?
Is it a TV on or something? I hear some talking.
I can't hear you guys at all, so...
Okay, hang up and call back.
That's my hand. Right, I'll come back in a second.
And that was Samantha. So hopefully she'll join us again in a second when it works better for her. Yes, Samantha is my guest today, and that is okay because I love Samantha, and she'll give me topics to talk about and help me have a better life than I would have if I was only talking to myself and showing you my different body parts. So I would love more tattoos, but like I said, the money and it just, I mean, home renovations, tattoos, it's hard to, you know, plus my body's getting older. I don't, you know, but it is, like reading about the history of tattoos and stuff like that and the spiritual aspects of it. And, especially in the past when we didn't have photography and stuff like that, like it really is a map of where you've been and where you're going. So, it's, you know, that's what I tell the kids do when they get tattoos. And the one that Thomas has, the anchor, I can't remember why he got an anchor, but it has his auntie who passed away, his mom's sister. It has her death date there, so it's a ode to his auntie, which is very sweet. So yes, when you get tattoos, the kids, I tell them to get like their zodiac sign or something that means something to them. It has to have a reason or something, but it is interesting to see how many tattoos for people and the stories behind them. My sister has a rose over her shoulder, and that, again, I'd have to look up what it means to have it where the place is, the placement. Mel, is it over your right shoulder or your left shoulder? Can't remember. So my owl is on my left shoulder. But Melody's middle name is Rose, so it's Melody Rose. So it's interesting like that. But yeah, it is kind of a map of where you've been and who you are and what represents you. So there definitely is an art aspect to tattoos, but also a personal, you know, just like we choose our clothes that we want to wear and different things to represent us, or how we style our hair or don't in some cases. It represents who we are. It's just more of a permanent thing, as can piercings be as well. So yeah, I'm definitely not against tattoos in any way, and I think they're very representative of the person. And it's hard to find people who don't have tattoos now, let alone, you know, in the past when it was only people in prison or sailors that tended to have tattoos back, you know, 100 years ago or more. But if you look into traditions in different cultures, there was different branding or different types of tribal tattoos, or even makeup that they would wear, or even like in Hindu, the bindi. So you can have any color bindi ear until you get married, and then when you get married, it's red. But it is, a lot of them do have it inked in, so that is a permanent red dot up here for their bindi. And so there's a huge tradition in many cultures of marking the body in different ways to represent different things. So it's very, very cool idea, and I'm really enjoying this book that I'm reading. So I do look forward to getting back to it. Again, it's called Conscious Ink. I did show it the other day, but I've actually bought it for Thomas for his birthday. So I've told you guys this before. I was looking for my phone, but obviously my phone's right in front of me. I told you guys this before, that I just take photos of the pages and I have it on read it. So sorry, I'm just trying to add Samantha again. So I have the book on my phone and on my computer that I can read it now, but he has the original because I bought it for him. So, but I'll put it in the comments as well so you can see what the book is. It's Conscious Ink by Lisa Beretta. Hello, Samantha. We're talking about tattoos.
I know, I've been watching. I have tattoos. Let's try and balance you. You're very quiet again. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I got tattoos. I've got Oliver's footprints on my right hip. Below that, I've got Tyler's.
We've got to explain who Oliver is for people who are watching that don't know. Oliver is Samantha's son, who was born almost a year ago. and he was born sleeping. So his feet were very tiny. So his footprints are
They're
very
very
tiny.
cute.
Yes. And then you have Oliver's footprints.
Oliver's footprints with his name. Did I get his date of birth? Yeah. In fact, I can show you. Ignore
That
the
would be
like
lovely.
chunkiness.
Yes, that's what we're doing with our bodies. That is gorgeous.
So they're his footprints, like his actual ones.
Footprints.
And then below that, I've got Tyler's butterfly with her name and her date of birth. And
so why a butterfly for Tyler? Tyler's her 13-year-old daughter. Why is it a butterfly for Tyler?
Because when she was little, she was obsessed with butterflies.
Okay.
And then Danielle, I got her name and her date of birth added to one on my back, which was like a tribal one, which matched Tyler's butterfly, because Tyler's butterfly is black, pink and white. So I got like a tribal one on my back, which was black, pink and white, which I liked. So that was for me. And then I felt bad and thought, I need to add Danielle. I'll put her on my back.
Oh. What was I going to say? Tattoos. Nope, lost it.
Oh, well, prior to coming on here, which was like while I was like, oh, I can't come on until a bit later. I've been doing some uni work. So we're learning about ethical, well, not learning, we've got to do assignments on ethical dilemmas. And then alongside our assignments, we had to do, it's called a SIG group, which is significant interest group. So I don't know why it's called SIG group and not SI group. But so ours picked working with children, so ethical issues around counselling children. And then you've got to do a presentation. So I handed the assignment in on Thursday. And then we've got to do this presentation, which is like a 5-minute presentation in your group. So there's 4 people in a group, but 2 people are poorly. So
oh, wow.
Now I've got to do, and the other girl said she's not well. Hopefully she'll be in tomorrow, because I can't do the whole 5 minutes talking about bits that I don't know about, because we put it into chunks. So one person's doing around consent, one person's doing around contracting, I'm working around special needs. I don't know about the other person. But now it's like it's all on me.
Oh, wow. Wow. So I hope they're ill right now. They don't know if they're going in yet tomorrow or not?
2 people aren't coming in. They are ill. They do have genuine reasons, so I do feel sorry for them. And I'm hoping that my lecturer might be really nice and go, oh, if it's just you, Samantha, you don't have to do it.
Yeah, let's wait till everybody's in.
Yeah, because I've made the presentation, because I said, everybody send your information to me and I'll put it on the presentation, and we'll just click through and you can like talk about your bit. But they're not now, so yeah. And then I had to do some ironing, so make sure Tyler's uniform's ready for tomorrow, and I've got clothes ready for tomorrow because I'm at uni tomorrow, so I have to get up at 6 a.m. to get everything ready.
Right. Wow, that's not fun. I mean, I get up at 6 as well to wake up the kids, but I don't have to get myself ready because I stay home. But
I have to get ready, Danielle ready, get to the childminders. So childminders opens at 8, one side of town. My train is at 8:09 on the other side of town. So I have to get Danielle to the childminders by 8. Well, drop it at the door at 8 so that I can run and try and get my train.
good luck.
I've missed it once, and I've had to drive to Kidsgrove to the next town over to get another train, which is fine. But then I have to. Pardon?
I've been to Kidsgrove because they have a like a gardening shop, but it's got like pond plants, water plants and stuff for ponds.
We should go.
Yeah. So go on. You missed it once. You had to go to Kidsgrove to get the next train.
Yeah, so I had to go to Kidsgrove to get the next train, which is fine, but then I just have to pay for parking, whereas in Alsager you don't. So,
well, then
like, I prefer to rush.
So when is the next, if you miss that train at 8:09, when is the next train? I mean, you'd be late for uni, but when is the next train after that to get you where you need
The
to
next
go?
train from Alsager is 10:09.
Every hour.
10:09? No, 9:09. Sorry, yeah, yeah. So every hour.
Oh yeah, yeah. 10:09 would be 2 hours, but yeah.
Like 10:09, 9:09. There used to be two, but then they've cancelled one. So,
Right. Not
so
good.
I was your guest just under a year ago. Next week, it would have been our year anniversary of me being a guest on here.
But was that your first time being a guest?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I've been doing this over a year, so that's cool. And here you are again. Oh yeah, I remember that. Is that you weren't feeling well that one?
No, because I'd ended up jumping in the bath.
Yeah.
Not whilst on the live.
No.
I don't know how people would feel about that. I mean,
well,
surprise.
if we had a donate button, maybe we could make some money, but
I think we'd have to pay people to watch.
Oh, that reminds me. Yes, I have a request for a song today, don't I?
Request for what?
Me singing.
Yes.
And you're
You
gonna
have
help
to...
me.
Oh.
You're gonna repeat after me.
I don't think I actually agreed to this because this was really hard.
No, you did really well. Oh, look, Michelle's watching now. So now is the right time for us to sing. And she can judge us. Are you ready? Everybody else can repeat after me as well. And then you can watch us back and you can learn the song. And the way I learned it, I had to actually write down all the words to the song and read it over and over until I learned it. Are you ready? And this is from when I was a teenager, and I still remember. So Michelle said, you put the post up, I'm just hoping you fulfill. Listen, it said I would sing and you could decide which was worse, my singing or your day. So we will see how good this is. Okay. Ready, Samantha?
No.
Repeat after me.
Repeat after me.
Good, you're getting it. What I chew.
What I chew.
Bobo skedeetin dotten. What I chew.
Bobo skedeetin dotten. What I chew.
Eskidilioten doten bobo skedeetin dotten. What I chew.
Eskilioten doten. Bobo skedeetin dotten. What I chew.
Good, see? Hey, iddly fiddly diddly, eskidilioten doten bobo skedeetin dotten. What I chew.
Hey, idly fiddly diddly.
Skiddly.
Eskidly.
Oten doten.
Oten doten.
Bobo
skedeetin dotten. What I chew.
Ready? Last part. Mumbo jumbo. Christopher Columbo sitting on sidewalk chewing bubble gumbo. Hey, iddly fiddly diddly, eskidly oten doten bobo skedeetin dotten. What I chew.
Christopher Columbo. How do I start the fifth?
Mumbo jumbo.
Mumbo jumbo. Christopher Columbo sitting on the sidewalk eating bubble gumbo.
Chewing bubble gumbo.
Chewing bubble gumbo.
Hey.
Hey, iddly fiddly diddly.
Skiddly diddly.
Eskidly diddly. Bobo skedeetin doten. What I chew.
Oten doten. Bobo skedeetin doten. What I chew.
Doten. Yeah. Bobo skedeetin doten. What I chew.
Okay, one more time really fast. Ready?
No.
What I chew. I did it.
Yay!
And should we sing the other one for my cousin Sam and for you?
I can't remember the words.
Sam, the toilet paper man, scooping out poops in a little tin can. Toilet paper. Oh my God. Let me start again. Sam, the toilet paper man, scooping up poops in a little tin can. Oh my God, I'd forgotten it. Toilet paper, paper towel. Hear the rumble of the human bowel. Down in the ground. See all the poops just a-floating around. Sam, toilet paper man, scooping up poops of the little tin can.
It reminds me a little bit of the tune of Down in the Jungle Where Nobody Goes.
I don't know
Do you
that
know that
one.
one? No?
It sounds familiar, but I don't know.
There's a big gorilla washing his clothes with a scrub it up here and a scrub it up there.
Nope.
No, I can't remember the rest of it. I'll have to.
Did Danielle come home singing the Planet song from Blue's Clues?
No, but she did come home covered in felt tip
Marker pen.
that I can't get off her.
Oh, I meant to wash it off her before she left, but yes, she was coloring on mats and she kind of colored herself a little bit.
It's on her arm, both arms and wrists, and her legs.
Oh, I didn't know she had any on her legs.
She does it herself. She colours herself in, and I can't get it off her. She's going to have to go to the childminders tomorrow, Blue.
Oh, it happens.
She's blue, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die. But I tried soap, I tried baby wipes, I tried scrubbing her in the bath. It's just there.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be washable, so that's not good.
Yeah, I might have to put her in the washing machine.
Yeah, she was pressing the button over and over on the, well, the sun's a hot star, and Mercury's hot too.
She likes
Venus is the red one, and Earth's home to me and you. Mars is the red one, and Jupiter's most wide. Your Saturn has those icy rings, and Uranus spins on its side. Which one's really windy? And Pluto's really small. We wanted to name the planets, and now we've named them all.
Is this just like a musical edition to?
Yeah, no, we're not going to do a musical edition to. But funny that saying a musical because Hairspray is a musical, and Michelle said Hairspray may work to take off the marker pen off of Danielle.
Ooh, okay, I will try that. So whilst I'm here, I was going to curl my hair. Got my curlers.
All right.
Which looks dodgy. But I need to brush in my hair. Right, how do you get your hair okay? My hair gets so luggy and knotty and horrible.
Like, have you seen my hair? I don't know what you're talking about making my hair okay.
Well, your hair looks nice. My hair just
but my hair is not like it's curly, so I'm sure there's knots in it.
I just need to sort my hair. I need it doing as well.
I know I need to do my roots as well. The white's coming in, but your hair is really long, and mine would be if I didn't burn it. If I hadn't burnt it off.
Could. Let's see if I can put you somewhere nicer so that I'm not like my big head isn't like that.
You know what your head is like?
Oh, that's my dressing gown. Hello.
Look, I have this one too. Where did this one come from?
A beautiful, sexy person, I think.
Yeah, Samantha. This is her pumpkin, and it'll be made into pumpkin pie.
I think that one actually came from Wheelock Farm.
The other ones came from the grocery store.
Oh.
Different grocery stores. Well, here's a ghost pumpkin.
Ooh, I like that. So, what's your plan for this coming week?
Besides, I need to take the Christmas decorations down from the loft, but I need to do the stuff in the garden as well. And I still have paperwork that I need to do so Steve can adopt the girls legally. And I need to do that before Allison turns 18 in January. And Owen's birthday is on the 25th. And making pumpkin pies.
Pumpkin pies, that's important.
Stuff.
Okay, so top of that list is pumpkin pies. That's the priority. Second one is paperwork. That's very important because you've literally got 2 months.
I know.
Not even that.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
How long is that going to take? Right, come on. Speed it up. You could be doing it now while we talk.
Yeah, no, first I need to get some paperwork to Michael, and then after he signs that, I can actually kind of do start the paperwork here at the same time, probably. So once the paperwork's in, as long as the paperwork's in before she's 18, then it should be fine.
Yeah, because, you know, you go court and then we could come outside and I could have like a streamer.
Oh, and yeah, when they're legally adopted, yeah.
That's not a streamer. What's that? That's a banner.
Like a banner, yeah.
I'm having really ditzy days. So yesterday, whilst Erica and Tyler were having Tyler's photo shoot, and Erica got some pictures with Tyler, me and Mum left them with the like adults there, and went to Tesco and B&M and did a little bit Christmas shopping. But we got to Tesco and the lady was like, "Oh, do you want?" Mum said about having a drink, so we went to the little cafe, and the lady says, "Oh, what would you like?" And I said, "Oh, I'd just like a decaf coffee, please." And she was like, "Oh, we haven't got any decaf." I was like, oh, "Okay, I'll just have a water." And then Mum said, "Do you want something to eat?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I'd really like the breakfast." So I said, "What time do you serve your all-day breakfasts until?" And the woman just looked at me.
All day breakfast.
And then I went, "Oh, they're all day." I was like, "Can I have an all-day vegan breakfast, please?" And she went, "Yeah, we've run out of them." It's like, "What do you mean you've run out of them?" So,
sorry, Michelle says, does Michael feel like you are all abandoning him by this adoption? Just thinking of everyone's feelings. And congratulations to the girls on the adoption. And then Melody said, that's funny about you asking about the all-day breakfast. Michelle, Michael decided that he's okay with it, especially seeing the fact that he has barely talked to the girls since we've been here, and the fact that he has paid nothing for the girls since we've been here. And I mean, I wish him well. I hope he gets his mental health in order and that he can take care of himself and do what he needs to do for his life. But most of the reason that Steve is adopting the girls, it has to do with legality and stuff. If anything happens to the girls, especially, like I said, Allison's going to be 18 in January, so really she'll be an adult. She'll be responsible for herself. But it's just like if anything happens to the girls, hospital-wise or anything like that, it's just better if Steve, especially as he's the provider and their support, that he has like legal entitlement to them. Also, we need to do our wills as well, because heaven forbid something happens to either of us, but if something happens to both of us at the same time, technically I'm his wife, so I would inherit everything, and then the 3 girls would get everything, and that would leave his kids out, which is not fair. And even Owen is his stepson, but not legally adopted, because here you can't adopt someone who's already an adult, but we want to have our wills so that the kids get all equal. Like Owen included, his biological kids included, my biological kids included, and Samantha might get something. Like
I'll have the girls. Send me the girls.
Michelle said, as I've learned, wills are just paper. Luckily, Steve's daughter Amy is a solicitor, so she'll make sure that we do things properly. And I'd like to think, you know, although death does crazy things, I don't need to tell people in this room that, or people watching, but I'd like to think that if something happened, that the girls would have a fair heart and make sure that everybody got equal. I know if anything happened to Steve, I would make sure that the kids were treated equally. But yeah, well, I mean, all we can do is put the wills in place and hope that they're fulfilled after our deaths if anything happens. But the adoption, like I said, Michael is like, I have to give him credit that he's always done what I or the girls have wanted, if that was what was best for the girls. So he hasn't fought me on anything, and I wouldn't want to fight him. If he wanted to see the girls, if he wanted to be part of their lives, if he wanted to, you know, support them or do anything like that, I would never keep them from him. And people might say that I left him and took the girls away from him, but that's bullshit, because he walked out on us, and it was 2 years before I moved here, and it was only me who was bringing the kids to see him. And I did that for the girls' sake, not for his. So he bailed, and he wasn't even around for 2 years before I moved here. So we never left him. He left us. They do. The girl, Michelle wrote, they don't know the story. The girls know the story. They know that Michael has, he had a mental break, and he has bipolar, and and he wasn't taking his medicine, and I'm not sure he still does. So they know that it's not just totally him being an asshole. It's that he does have mental issues and that he needs to help himself. So I don't speak poorly of him. I don't speak bad of him. We always, as a family, we always send him positive energy for him to get his, life together. And and if he does video chat with them, he's allowed to video chat with them. They know the whole story. I would never let them not get to know him for themselves, because I cannot stand when parents keep their kids away from the other parent. Unless the child's in danger, you don't want to endanger them, but everybody should know their parents, even if they're not the best people, because first of all, that's life. Everybody has good and bad to them. But second of all, that's not my place for them not to know him. If he decides not to be part of their life, that's on him. But I've never kept him away from them, or them away from him, but they do know the whole story. Oh, the girls, most of the people watching know the story with Michael, and if they don't, they do now. Sorry, Samantha.
No, fine. I was just like, well, just sit here and wait.
I haven't really talked about Steve adopting the girls, but every time I do my live, I usually just say I have a bunch of paperwork I need to get done, and that's what I was referring to. All these weeks that I haven't done it. Yeah, there's
just gonna say, if anything happens to you both, I will have the girls.
You'll have the girls?
Yeah.
Thank you.
We have to move into yours, obviously, because I don't know where everything would fit in my house.
Yeah, obviously.
To be fair. Imagine everybody trying to be like,
I'm going anywhere.
I'd be like, right, we're in this room. How am I going to fit everybody in? I'd have to have like one of those triple bunk beds. Tyler, Erica, and Aurora would have to be in one room.
Yeah, you don't need to plan it. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, good.
Michelle says, glad he is trying, even if it's a slow pace. And yes, positive energy tall. Michelle, I hope he's trying. From what I've seen, he is not trying. The thing is, it doesn't even look like he's trying to get his life together for himself, which is really sad for him, let alone getting his life together for anybody else. But like I said, all we can do, everybody has to live their own lives. All we can do is send him positive energy and hope that he tries to live the best life that he can. So.
Okay, so
I'm not gonna. Yeah.
The ditzy things I've said, just going back to like the whole breakfast thing. A number of years ago, Jacqueline, my middle sister, so Kimberly, me, Jacqueline. Years ago, when like Facebook was really new, she set up a page called
Michelle said, "Curl away."
What?
Curl away. You're holding a piece of hair, so you can curl while you're talking.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, she set up a page called Samantha Moore's Genius Quotes.
Right. Like, how long is your all-day breakfast on for?
Yeah. So I think I asked once how much a 99p cheeseburger was. I asked somebody if they'd stolen my ice. So what happens with ice?
Because it was in your drink and then it wasn't?
Yeah. Yeah, rude. There was loads on there. Oh, there was an advert on TV for Kellogg's Crunchy Nut, and it said that there was a Crunchy Nut lane for people in London, and I was like, I've never seen that lane before. Why? How do they know that you eat Crunchy Nut? And obviously, just for the advert. There was another one where my friend Sarah and I were watching Madagascar, and my sister had said something about Madagascar being a real place, and I was like, what are you talking about? It's not a real place. And she said, yeah, it is. And then when she showed me that it really was a real place, I said something like, she said about visiting it, and I was like, you can't visit it. And she says, well, what are you on about? And I said, well, in the film, New York's a real place because and you can visit it because it shows you the humans and it shows you how they get in, like the train station, etc. when it comes to Madagascar on the film, all they show you is all the animals and then like the skeleton in the tree. So I was like, oh, that must be the only way you can visit is if you jump out of a plane. And I was like, we'd have to stay there forever. I really have so many ditzy moments. Like it's unreal.
I can't laugh too much because I know I have a few of those too. I can't think of them right now, but yeah, I can't think of any that you've said when you're with me either right now. But I'll have to pay attention more and start writing them down.
No.
Your hair curls really well.
Oh, it does. It's because I washed it this morning, so I've left it all day to.
So if
dry.
you do your curls now, will they stay nice for the morning?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you a picture in the morning. I'll be like,
wow, that is crazy because that would not happen with mine unless I slept on my face and didn't move.
when I was younger, my mum used to curl her hairs for like all occasions. So obviously, if you had your hair curled, something exciting was happening the next day. So what she'd do is she'd put a plastic bag. You tip your hair up, you put a plastic bag on your hair, and then you put knickers over your head to keep it in place.
Obviously, clean knickers.
Oh, I hope so. Oh, I really hope so now. Never thought about that. I assume they were. So you need to book in with my mum for hairs.
For haircuts, I know we do, yeah. Just to trim. Yeah, so I can, but your mom said she's busy for the next 2 weeks, so it'll have to be after that. So I'll put it in my book to remind me.
She's getting the house ready in Crewe, the one that Kimberly used to live at.
Oh, yeah, to sell it. No,
they're renting it out.
Right.
So Danielle's little best friend, other than Felicity, which is really cute when she says Felicity.
I know, yes. She
Danielle's
said
best friend, Effia, her parents are renting it.
Oh yeah, you told me that, but everybody else knows now too that your mom has a house and she's renting it out. And they're getting ready.
Yes. It's in Crewe if anybody wants to go and have a look.
Yeah. When Danielle and Felicity were talking, Danielle said not only that she wanted to go there and play with her, but she said that that's her cousin. And then I said to Tina, I said, isn't it cool how I have Danielle here? I said, and if we lived closer, it would be Felicity. I'd have Felicity over and I'd be babysitting Felicity. And then Danielle says, and me too. And I said, yes, and you too.
Yes, we're not forgetting you, Danielle.
So I went to Sandbach is a town that's in between the town that Samantha lives in and the town that I live in. And we drove through Sandbach on our way back tonight to have ice cream cones at McDonald's. So that McDonald's told us, well, I went to the Winsford McDonald's a couple days ago and they didn't have cones. They had ice cream but no cones. And then we went to the Winsford or the Sandbach one tonight and they said they don't do cones anymore.
Well,
at that location.
Erica and Tyler took them yesterday just before they went for the photo shoot to McDonald's because we had a bit of time. And we got there and I ordered and I heard the guy telling this lady, oh, we don't have ice cream.
I looked it up online for the UK McDonald's and I don't see anywhere that it says anything about them discontinuing cones.
No, but most of the time now, if you go up to a McDonald's and you say, oh, I'd like a milkshake or I'd like an ice cream, there's always an issue with the machines.
Yeah, but that's worldwide, actually. There's a thing about that McDonald's ice cream machine's breaking all the time. And there's some conspiracy things about that. Like, they shouldn't break like that. I mean, I worked for Dairy Queen in Canada, and it's the same type of machine, and they didn't break. I mean, they have hot eats and cool treats, so they do have hot food, but like that's basically, it's like going to Subway and them not having subs. So going to Dairy Queen and them not having ice cream would be a problem, and their machines don't break like that.
Remember when KFC ran out of chicken?
That has happened.
That's so funny because it's like, what?
I know. I went to KFC the other day and for a salad box, and so a few weeks ago I went to see if they had rice boxes and salad boxes back, and they did, but they were waiting for their truck to deliver their delivery. So then me and Allison on Monday when we went grocery shopping, we went there to get, I wanted a salad box and she was going to get a rice box, and they don't have any salad or rice.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's annoying, but what can you do? Maybe just eat at home.
That's very true. So you said about conspiracies. I love conspiracy theories.
There's a podcast I listen to called Conspiracy Theories. You can get it on Spotify or on podcast, but I think there's more episodes on Spotify. And if you listen to it on Spotify, so I listen to my podcast at 2.5 times the normal speed. But on Spotify, you can go to 3.5 times the normal speed.
Can you actually make sense of it if it's going that fast?
Yes, I can, because I've gotten used to listening to them at 2.5 for so long that when I put them up to 3.5, I can still understand them. However, if a person already speaks really fast, like if they have a guest on and that person speaks fast, then I might have to slow it down. Or if I'm listening to somebody with a worldly accent, like there's an Australian guy, and I had to slow it down because of his pronunciation of words. So I couldn't understand the words because of his accent. But
imagine
overall,
putting you on there and speeding you up.
Imagine putting me on there and slowing me down. People might be able to understand me.
They'd be like, oh my God, is that what she said? That's amazing.
Rude. I thought she was saying nice things.
Oh, I mean, they'll go, no, I've got nothing to say. Please.
But some people do talk really slow. And on Netflix, you can put it for 2.5 as well. So like if I was watching a movie, I wouldn't put it faster on Netflix. But when you're listening to some of the documentaries, they like really drag it out to make it worth the hour. You know what I mean? So some of them, it's better to put it faster.
Talking about Netflix, so I watched The Maid, which was really good. I was sat, Alex was in on nights. I was sat there like I really should go to bed, but I don't want to. I didn't want to. So I watched, I put The Maid on, and it's really good.
I've heard it's good. Like I see commercials for it and stuff in that. It's good, but I haven't watched it yet.
Well, I finished it, and then last night I put on Midnight Mass. Have you heard of that?
No. I mean, I've heard of the real Midnight Mass going on Christmas Eve to Midnight Mass, but I didn't know there was a movie or a TV show about it.
It's a TV show. It's on Netflix, and it's about a small community on an island. And there's like 113 or 120 people on this island. So it's like a really small community. And everybody knows everybody. And then this new father arrives, the Catholic, a new father, Paul, because the old one is apparently poorly, and weird things start happening.
Right. Oh, you know what? Sorry to interrupt you, but my cousin Sam just started watching. Sam, you need to watch it from the beginning after we post it, because we sang Sam the Toilet Paper Man. And also,
sing it again,
Sam,
Lisa.
Speaking of Sam, my mom says hi, Samantha.
Hi, Mom. When is she over again? Or when do we fly over to her?
No, she'll be coming here eventually, but you know, with COVID and everything, she's double vaccinated. I think she might have even got a booster now, or she hasn't booked anyways if she hasn't got it. So
have you had your second one yet?
Yeah.
Do you have to have it at the hospital?
Yeah.
What about your third? You're gonna have to have your third at the hospital.
Yeah, probably.
God, you're just awkward.
Yeah, I am. Luckily, knock on wood, but the thing is I had them at the hospital, but I didn't have a reaction to either of them, so that's positive. And Mom says, haven't got my third one yet. That's in December.
Can you just hurry up, please? It'd be nice if you could come over.
I know, we're waiting for her. That's what Steve asks every time I talk to her when she's getting over here. So, Samantha, as much as I love you, and you have only curled a part of your hair, like we love watching you curl your hair, it is already an hour, even though you were late, because you had to do uni work, and then Diane says, I'll have to watch it. The newest show here is Yellowstone on Amazon Prime. Have you watched Yellowstone?
No, but I do have
with
Amazon
Kevin
Prime.
Costner.
What's
Oh,
it about?
oh, I'm sorry. We have Amazon Prime, but I haven't watched it. I don't know. It's got Kevin Costner in it. Yellowstone. I'm guessing it's about Yellowstone National Park, but I have a lot of pumpkins that are trying to
What
get
do you think?
over to
Half
me here.
curly, half straight? Start a new trend?
Can you be half straight? Wouldn't that just be called bi?
So would my hair be classed as bi?
Yeah. Well,
Good
bi
plan.
means two. Maybe it identifies as everything.
How do you feel?
Yeah, ask your hair how it feels. Make sure it's feeling okay. Did you ask it permission to curl it before you put a hot iron on it?
Yeah.
Did you hear that? I said iron. Instead of
Why?
iron.
What do you normally say?
Iron, because there's an R in the word.
You say iron?
Yeah, iron.
Do you iron your clothes?
You guys say, yeah, I iron my clothes, and iron is like, there's newtons and ions and all that, like science stuff. And Sam said gender X hair. That's your hair.
It's amazing. My hair just is happy to be anything and everything.
Yeah, that's nice. So, anyways, I love you, and I love all my viewers and everybody watching at a later time as well while I play with my pumpkins. But as much as I would love to continue this rambling, and I could because that's what I do need to get my workout done, and I crashed because I'm tired. Because my life is so difficult.
Have an amazing evening. I've got completely lost with my hair.
Okay, have fun with your hair while I work out.
Okay, I'll speak to you soon.
All right. I love you, and I love you guys, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week, which is next Sunday, and I believe that's the 25th, which is Owen's birthday. But as I said, Owen will be going out with his boyfriend on his birthday, so I will be doing my live, and I will be hanging out with Owen on a different day. Not sure who, if anybody will be my guest next Sunday. Owen was here when I started my live, but he didn't want to be my guest today because he went to Comic-Con this weekend, and he was exhausted, so he just wanted to get home. So I love you guys. I'll see you next week. I'll see you probably sooner, Samantha. And have a good night, everyone. And take care of yourselves. Love and kisses. Bye.
Bye.